Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Allahu, 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 Allah. Allahu, 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 Allah. Allahu, 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 Allah. Allahu, 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 Allah. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Nabiina Muhammad alayhi salam. Salatan tadumu wa tuhda ilayh mamarra al-layali wa tula dawam. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Nabiina Muhammad alayhi salam. Salatan tadumu wa tuhda ilayh mamarra layali wa tula dawam. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Nabiina Muhammad alayhi salam. Salatan tadumu wa tuhda ilayh mamarra layali wa tula dawam. Assalamu alaikum. Today we are here just to put one drop from a huge ocean of Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi. Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi, he was ocean that been discovered by Shamsu Tabrizi. I don't know if you know the story about how it became happening. There was a story says Muhyiddin ibn al-Arabi, he is big awliya and big scholar, everybody knows him. And when Jalaluddin Rumi and his father, they've been coming back from Hajj, Jalaluddin Rumi, he was around 12 or 11 years old, and he was following his father back from Hajj to Konya. And when Sayyidina Muhyiddin ibn al-Arabi, he see them going, he say, what a strange things, a small lake carrying ocean behind it. This is how it was saying about Sayyidina Jalaluddin Rumi. Big ocean, how can be small lake, small water carrying ocean behind it? This is awliya looking, awliya vision, they can see. And when Sayyidina Jalaluddin Rumi, he was a boiling, he need to be discovered, he need to be shown, he need to be to see for all over the world. And Sayyidina Shams Tirmizi, he was praying to Allah Almighty, he said, Ya Rabbi, I wanted to make my secret to be open up, and whatever the price is, I'm ready to pay. And the answer was coming, can you pay by your life? Say, I accept. He said, I accept. Immediately, say, I accept. And he said, this is my deal. Let me sin and I am accept to give my life. And subhanallah, Shams, he was traveling all around, going everywhere, and he ended up with one sheikh, have thousands of murid, and all of them very perfect. And that sheikh, he see Shams, and he say, can you accept me as your murid? I say, I accept you, but I don't know if you can do it, or you can handle it. And he say, try me. Say, okay, you bring me wine. Say, you are not knowing the wine is haram? That sheikh say, I told you. You cannot. And said, okay, try me again. He say, okay, this is my wine. He take one wine from his jubbah, put it there, and say, okay, put this wine in my glass. I say, did you know to carry wine is haram? I say, okay, I tell you, you cannot be with me. Say, try me again. Say, he take and he drop wine in his glass and he say, sit with me and I will drink the wine. And he was saying, you are not aware that the one he's sitting in wine table also haram? He say, I cannot accept you as my murid. And he left. And then he ended up with Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi. And when Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi, he see him, his heart melt and gone to him, just like river. And he say, and Jalaluddin Rumi have a lot of murid, and say, can you accept me as your murid? He say, I have some test, I have to test you. Say, test me, anything. He say, I need wine. And he left the majlis, he left the people, he left everybody and ran to Konya looking for wine. And all the murid becoming so crazy. How is this man sending our sheikh to bring a wine? How can be? And then Sayyidina Jalaluddin coming with the wine, running. And he said, okay, put the wine in my glass. And Jalaluddin Rumi, he was very good servant. Open it, put for him. And he presented to him and say, okay, now you can sit with me to drink the wine together. Say, he brought another cup for him and he put also. And Sayyidina Shams, he take the wine and break it. He say, we want somebody to surrender, not to teach us what we know. This is the Sufism. When you are in Sufism, you have to surrender for your sheikh. Because when you're surrendering, you have the knowledge will come to you. He said, we don't drink wine. We don't need to drink wine. This is only to see if you can surrender, and then we can be giving what Allah Almighty He gives from that ocean to fill up your ocean. This is how it is. This is how it began. When Sayyidina Jalaluddin Rumi, he have his son, Bahauddin is like my name also. He tell, Ya Sayyidina Jalaluddin Rumi, I want to marry. And he say, choose any lady, I will give you to marry her. And he choose the fiancée of his son, Bahauddin. And everybody think why he chose, because he was knowing that Bahai Walad will kill him. And this is what happened. And he was knowing that his death will come from that boy. Sayyidina Jalaluddin Rumi have two sons. One is carrying the secret of his father, because the father was having this ocean and distribution was through his son. He make it to go on and on. And one day they upset him, Shams, and he ran away from Konya. And Sayyidina Jalaluddin Rumi, he was coming, what you do for my Shaykh, what you do? Because everybody was jealous from Shams, because they didn't understand this is the key for Sayyidina Jalaluddin Rumi. Nobody understand. Everybody see his Shaykh high, everybody see, but the Shaykh at that time, he was being delivering. He doesn't care about his murid, he doesn't care about his position. He is in the position that he is delivering. This is very important things in our life. When you're as university children here, you are like my children, mashallah, you're smart and you have to deliver. Now it's your turn to deliver. When you are delivering, try to deliver the good things. Everything being served here, but try to be choosy, to get the good things, to get the good knowledge, to get that knowledge that is benefit first for you and then first for ummah, for humanity. Because anything now, it's have two sides. One side is bad, one side is good. Everything today, it is have good side and bad side. You go for good side. Everything have to be in good side. If you can go for good side, this is its benefit for you. First, because we are facing Allah Almighty first. Because our main subject in this world, it is to be good servant to Allah Almighty. Why? We have very short life. You cannot imagine how short it is, this life. I have one grandfather, he passed away. He was 120. And my father asked him, how you feel? He was about to leave. And he said, like I enter from this door and I out from that door. 120 years. Just enter from here and end up there. He said, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel that I lived 120 years. The life is short. Now, of course, we have to look for our future. We have to look for our family. We have so many responsibility that we have to look after. But the important things, the main things that our life is so short. So we have to face our Creator. Now, if we are facing our Creator, let's face it with good face. Let's face it with good behavior. Let's face it to be that having the acceptance that Allah Almighty, He is asking you to be in this acceptance. Otherwise, you are doing nothing. Maybe you will be billionaire. Maybe you'll be very famous knowledge man. Maybe you'll be famous actress. Maybe you'll be anything. But it's have an end. It's have an end. Everything have an end. It is useless. Except the eternity by Allah Almighty to be in good beginning with Him from here until there. My mother, she used to tell us fairy tales when we are young. And one of the nicest story that she have about how the thing will come to you. There was one man traveling from place to place, and it was very cold places. And he was going, and the dark start, and the snow start, and he ended up with one village. And in that village, he knocked the door for people. Every door he knocked, he says, sorry, we cannot take you. We don't have any place for you. We cannot take you at home. He said, I will die from frozen. He said, we don't care. Every door was shut for him. And he ended up with one door, and he said, look, I cannot take you for my house, but there is a house there. It's empty house. Maybe if you can stay there, nobody will tell you anything. But he said, this house, everybody staying there in the morning, we are taking his body out. He's dead man. I say, the man, he said, think, if I stay in the cold, I will die. Anyhow, I will die. So let me die in the house. So he entered the house, and he tried to sleep, and some noise from the wall. What's going on? And one big noise saying, do you want me to come? What's going on? And he calmed down, and then he tried to sleep again. And then again, do you want me to come? It's horror movie. And he was so trembling. At the end, he decided to say, and the noise was coming more and more and more, and cannot be stand. And he finds some wooden there and say, and he take it, and he was ready for it. Say, if you want to come, come. And the wall breaking. And when the wall breaking, it was treasure behind the wall. And the secret of this treasure, if you want to come, come, like open sesame. And all the goldens and the treasure was going. Say, he became rich in one night. And the second day, everybody coming from the village say, somebody was in this house, let come and take his body. And they see him sitting outside. Say, what happened? Nothing. I want to buy this house. This is, they say, if you have something meant to be come to you, it will come. This is also as a knowledge, it is coming, the knowledge is coming, but try to get the good one of it. And try to be the good one, and try to be the help, and try to be in good position, because Mr. Barak, he is Mubarak, and he is doing his best to give good things for kids. He is also, mashallah, young. But he is also, I'm stealing from his heart, by the way, because his heart is full of love, and his heart is full of mercy that Allah Almighty, He put in his heart. And I like to tell you also about the love in this world. It is not true love. Maybe you can love your future husband, but will be not so long. Or you can love your job, also it will be not so long. Maybe you love your children, but they don't care about you. You have to look for the true love that is from Allah Almighty. This is the true love that you have to look for. And the door for that love, it's come from awliya, and then it will be end up with Rasulullah. Because the main resource for love is Rasulullah. In those days, so many people, they think Rasulullah, it's ordinary person. He is not ordinary person. He is not at all. He is Rasulullah. If Allah Almighty, He say, He is the one I love, so imagine how precious He is. So try to get these things in your head and in your heart. Because when you love Rasulullah, your vision will be changed. Your thinking will be changed. and your everything will be changed because you appreciate Allah Almighty creation. There is some saying, لَوْلَاكَ لَوْلَاكَ لَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْأَفْلَاكَ. Allah Almighty, He is all the time praising His Rasulullah, praising our Rasulullah. He is belonging to us and He is loving us and He wants us to love Him as much as we can. If you love Rasulullah, you will not have any Indian drama in your life. This is not the things that we think, but we have to love Rasulullah as much as we can. Don't be scared from loving Rasulullah. So many people, they say, if you love Rasulullah, it's shirk. If the love of Rasulullah is shirk, I am the first one. I am the first one. Rasulullah. What do you think? I was seeing one very interesting video, and it was saying the speaker come and ask question, and he was asking suddenly anybody in the street, if you just see Rasulullah now, what you will do? And you will see the face of the people and the reaction of the people and say, I will kiss him, I will hug him, I will kiss his feet, I will make sajda to him, I will make this. And it was like, without knowing, this was the question. It was very simple. If you see Rasulullah in front of you, what will you have? What you will say? What your reaction? What you will do? And everybody have different question, different answer. That it is amazing answer. Ordinary people just coming. If you see Rasulullah, what you will do? I say. Then say, maybe I hug him. Maybe I make sajda to him. Maybe I kiss his feet. Maybe I kiss his hair. Maybe, and so many answers that it shows how the heart, because the heart is talking. It's his heart is talking. You cannot, your ego in that moment cannot say anything because your heart will be interfering and jumping, saying, yes, I will love Rasulullah. This is my humble advice for you. Love Rasulullah as much as you can. It's the ocean. You take, and it is not a greedy ocean to tell you, no, you do like this, it is haram. You do like this, it is not fair. It's not accepted. It is accepted to love Rasulullah. And I remind you that Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi, he came for his maqam because of his love to Rasulullah. This is also important to know. All the world now, they see rolling dervish. What do you mean? What's the mean of this sama? What's the mean? It's meaning to be united with Rasulullah, to convey your love to Rasulullah. This is how Rasulullah it is. And all the world know Sayyidina Jalaluddin Rumi. Who is Jalaluddin Rumi without Rasulullah? This is important to understand, because when we understand the steps, then we can figure out so many things. Now, you are studying universities, and you are in high school, and you are going higher education. If you miss one lesson, what they will do for you? Say, you are dismissed. You go, come next year to continue. And this is all the puzzle must be in the place. So, Rasulullah, if you remove Rasulullah, we are nothing. We don't have anything to love. We don't have anything to love. What you will love? What? Tell me. If imagine there is no Rasulullah, what we will love? This is La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. They say when Sayyidina Adam, he been giving his soul, when he opened his eyes, he see big writing, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And he was, first question, who is Muhammadur Rasulullah? Allah I know. But who is Muhammad Rasulullah? He said, the answer was, this is from your children, and I love him so much. He is my love. Allah Almighty loving Rasulullah. What about us? What about us? We should love him. This is the generosity of spirituality. Because the spirituality, it's come in the way of love. Doesn't come from fundamentalists. Doesn't come by ruling, by saying this is haram or this is halal. No. Of course, we know the limit. But we don't have to forget the soul of Islam, the soul of Iman. Everybody can be Muslim, but not everybody can be mu'min. This is important. And to be a mu'min, you have to love. And you have to convey your love. And you have to show your love. If we are able to give small advice for you, I am very happy. I wanted to know if we are here for what? Why we are here? Because for something called love. And we want to have this love for everybody. And it is easy to share. It is easy to have. It doesn't have so many restrictions. Alhamdulillah. May Allah make you happy here and hereafter. Amen. And I am so happy to be among you. And I am honored to be with Barak also. It's Mubarak, mashallah. That means Barak on him. And I am, inshallah, support him with his duty because he have the sincerity. And the sincerity important in our life. Because without the sincerity, also the love can be in the air. The sincerity also important. And when you see sincere people, just stick with them. Be with them. And try to get as much as you can from benefit from them. Because they teach you to love, they teach you the sincerity. And Rasulullah, he is only asking your love and your sincerity, nothing else. And everything will be in place. ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الحبيب بحرمة الفاتح.